Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Earth Connections video where we're exploring the essential oil of Clary Sage. An oil that comes from a plant very closely related to the common garden sage which we use for cooking and also as an essential oil. The word clary is a bit of a corruption of the word or phrase clear eye because Clary Sage in the past has been used for a really effective eye remedy to help your eyes and with vision. The Clary Sage plant is a plant that grows about 1 to 2 meters high. It has these long greeny purple hair-like leaves and flowers that are purple, pink, blue or white, and it is from these that the essential oil comes from. Now this essential oil is often preferred over a common sage essential oil because of its smell, and it tends to be a little bit less toxic and so it can be used more readily in different types of ways. One of the great ways and one of the traditional ways of using Clary Sage essential oil is just to inhale it, and it's said to induce euphoric states of mind. However, you should be very wary not to over inhale it too much because it can also cause really bad headaches. But in this video we're going to explore how you can use Clary Sage essential oil for your body, your mind and your soul. The calming and soothing effect of Clary Sage essential oil is really good for high blood pressure, as well as supporting the digestive system and the respiratory system. Clary Sage is often referred to as the essential oil for women because it offers them support throughout their life as they change and their body changes with them. It's really good as a girl becomes a woman and starts to get her first period because it stops and really offers support with all that cramping and the pain that's associated with periods. It can offer a mother a support when she's giving childbirth, helping to relieve some of the pain. And when a woman moves into menopause, it can offer support with hot flushes, cramps, dizziness and all the different things there. In fact, it's really good whenever there is any kind of menstrual cramps. It supports the whole female reproductive system, and so massaging some Clary Sage essential oil on there can be really good, as well as help with the irritability that's associated with PMS. Now, Clary Sage is also really great for your skin. Mix it with a bit of geranium and chamomile and put it in a steam bath and, do the good old towel over the head and allow that to steam your head. Now, in the skin, it can really help to bring clarity to the skin. Now, this is not a good thing to do if you've got broken capillaries on your face. It can be a bit too harsh for that. It's also really good to mix with lavender and put in your favourite natural shampoo. And this can really help with dandruff and to bring natural, healthy shine to your hair as well. Now, one big warning with Clary Sage. Clary Sage is a big one that you should not be using if you're pregnant because it can induce childbirth. Unless you really get that baby out of you, then definitely steer away from Clary Sage during all stages of your pregnancy. Has something been blown out of proportion or you need to gain a new perspective for something in your life, then Clary Sage is definitely going to help you. Take a few drops and rub it in your hands and inhale, or just diffusing it around a space can really help to open up your mind and to step back and to look at the perspective as it really is. Clary Sage teaches us that a lot of the time the problems that face us in our lives are simply in our minds and not actually a reality. We're kind of expecting something to happen before it actually has, and that causes great anxiety. If you want to find the truth, if you want to be more discerning and dispel illusion, then work with Clary Sage. It allows you to drop judgment of other people and to see them as truly who they are and to love them for who they are. It can also help you if you're feeling creatively blocked or need some new ideas. Then working with Clary Sage can really bring that inspiration as you get rid of all that anxiety, all that stress, and see things as they truly are and open up your perception. It can also make you change your own perception about yourself and what you're actually able to do. If you have limiting beliefs on yourself which are holding you back, working with Clary Sage can blast them out of the water and bring out brand new perspectives for you and great new opportunities in your life. Clary Sage essential oil is renowned for enhancing your psychic abilities. It's also a really good one to inhale just before you go to bed or diffuse in the bedroom because it's said to induce prophetic dreams. It's really great for also not just allowing those visions and that intuition to kick in and bring you that guidance, but allows you to quieten the mind and really kind of understand what those messages are. So if you've had some interesting dreams and you really want to take some time to contemplate the meaning of them, put some Clary Sage essential oil in your hands, breathe that in and just take some time to quieten your mind, relax and allow the guidance that those dreams were actually giving you to come to you and become really clear. Clary Sage is great to diffuse or inhale while you're meditating. It distracts that monkey mind. Do you know that mind that after a couple of minutes of relaxing and being really peaceful starts to think about what you're having for dinner, calling your mother and paying off the credit card? And thus, Clary Sage is great to inhale whenever you're doing creative visualization, because what you really need to do while you're creative visualizing is really focus on what that intent is and not get distracted. So Clary Sage really helps with that. So get your Clary Sage, 3 drops in the hand, inhale that and start to visualize exactly what you want to manifest. Now when you're doing this isn't just daydreaming. You want to engage your sight, your smell, your hearing, your taste, all of those senses, and make it as though it's real. If you're holding a crystal, send it into the crystal or just send it out to the universe, maybe in a bubble of pink loving light or white light. This can make a really powerful kind of creativity, and doing this over and over again with your Clary Sage can start to bring really interesting manifestations into your life. Clary Sage is a really powerful essential oil for balancing the third eye chakra. Now, although we tend to think of the third eye chakra as being purely for our intuition, I like to expand that understanding, and that it actually helps with our understanding of the world. And our understanding of the world comes through our logical mind as well as our intuitive mind. And when we can work with these both together, we can really understand what's truly happening in any situation in our lives. Now, with the third eye chakra, by getting a little bit of the Clary Sage essential oil and anointing it on there, it allows you to kind of calm the mind if you're overthinking and being a bit too irrational or anxious, and get that real perspective. And it actually helps open that psychic or intuitive mind as well. So that way that you're not getting overwhelmed by too much information, whether it be information overload from a course or from a study group or something that you're doing there, or psychic information, but also that you're able to think for yourself and that you're actually really receiving the information that's available to you. As you work with Clary Sage essential oil and balance your third eye chakra, you'll find that you have a clear understanding of how the world works, and that you'll be able to listen to both your intuition and your logical mind, and to interpret the messages that are coming to you from all the different realms of the universe. If you want to enhance the powers of your Clary Sage essential oil, try blending it with some other oils. Now, if you want to really get some powerful meditations, if you find that you get distracted or kind of go off on tangents while you're trying to focus on something, then try mixing a bit of Clary Sage and basil, which helps to put a scorpion in the mind. It really helps you to focus. Put that in some curry oil and just anoint it on your third eye before you start your meditation. If you want to have more prophetic dreams and really kind of guiding dreams, then try diffusing or rubbing on your feet a combination of Clary Sage essential oil with juniper berry essential oil in a carrier oil or cream, and rubbing that in your feet or diffusing that can really bring and kick up the dreams that you get. If you're looking for a bit of inspiration, then try mixing equal parts of Clary Sage, sandalwood, bergamot and lemon, and diffusing or inhaling that, or even anointing and rubbing it all over your body in a carrier oil, and allowing that fragrance to really bring in inspiration. As I mentioned before, Clary Sage essential oil is really powerful in finding balance for the third eye chakra. So why not try making your own third eye chakra blend? Other oils that I find really good for this chakra can be sandalwood, you can use juniper berry, you can use myrrh, and you can use basil. All of these can really help to focus that third eye mind, bringing in information from the logical world and using the rational mind, as well as your intuitive and psychic abilities. So with Clary Sage, have a bit of a play around, find a blend that works for you, and let us know exactly how those blends work, and you can share with our nature-loving community in the comment section below. To make the most out of your Clary Sage essential oil, bring in other things that have harmonizing energies, and this will really lift the effects of this essential oil. I love working with crystals, and the crystal that I reach for when I'm working with my Clary Sage is shadowkite. This beautiful blue crystal, hopefully the extreme close-up will give you a bit of an idea of what it looks like there. Really nice kind of royal blue. You can get a lighter blue kind of version as well. And this is a really nice crystal that helps you listen. It's a third eye chakra crystal that helps you listen to your own conscience. There's a beautiful druidic axiom that says your conscience is the voice of God within man. And so it really helps you in this world where everyone's trying to tell you what you should do or what the right thing is, to listen to your own guidance system, to follow your own rationale, your own intellect and your own intuition. And so Clary Sage and shadowkite can be really good in helping you know what to do with your life and which path to take. I also like to call on an animal guide when I'm working with my essential oils, and the animal guide I call upon with Clary Sage is the blue jay. Blue jay is a bird of the third eye chakra, again bringing in that wisdom. It also teaches you how to use that wisdom wisely. It's no good using that wisdom to push other people around or manipulate them, but making sure that you're using that in a way that benefits everyone. Now the word jay in blue jay actually comes from the word Gaia, meaning earth. And so the blue jay can really guide you, not just in kind of everyday knowledge, but also to get that real universal knowledge and a greater understanding of nature and Mother Earth. So working with your shadowkite, your Clary Sage essential oil, holding that, smelling the oil, putting some in your hands, inhaling it, and visualizing a blue jay in front of you and asking for guidance on what you should do with your life can be really quite powerful meditation to try. Astrologically, Clary Sage essential oil corresponds with the planet of Jupiter. Now Jupiter rules the day Thursday, and so this is the best day to work with your Clary Sage, especially if you're doing creative visualizations or any kind of spiritual work. And of course, Jupiter rules the star sign of Sagittarius. So Clary Sage can really help as Sagittarians go out on their quest to find the meaning of life and to find these great discoveries and to find new knowledge and exciting things. Clary Sage can make sure that you remain calm and grounded and relaxed, and making sure that whatever discoveries you're making, that they are actually truthful and they're not just fads or something that's been blown out of perspective. Have you worked with Clary Sage essential oil? I'd love to hear about your experiences with it, as with the rest of our earth-loving community. Remember, when it comes to choosing our essential oils, then it's really good to find a pure therapeutic grade one. And if you'd like to find more information about the one that I really love, that I find to be really powerful physically, mentally, emotionally and spiritually, then please contact me via the email below. Leaving your comments below and subscribing also makes you part of this great nature-loving community. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.